NKTelco Sports welcomes you to this broadcast of high school varsity volleyball presented by Grand Lake Health. We are here at Russia High School. The Fort Loramie Redskins will take on the Russia Raiders. Tonight's game is brought to you by these sponsors: First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney Allglaze Audiology, NKTelco, Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Seisch Ruderman Incorporated, Minster Bank, Home and Interiors, Cargill, Victory Machine, Hometown Opportunity, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Shakircom, St. Henry Bank, Park National Bank, Kennedy's Garage, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Shelby and Dark County, Rachel's Cakes, and Speedway Lanes, our fine sponsors here tonight at Russia High School, big Shelby County League showdown between the Raiders and the Fort Loramie Redskins. Along with Greg Burning, I'm Dave Kanapke. As they're introducing the starting lineups, Greg, let's talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. First, we'll start with the Redskins.
So for Fort Loramie, they obviously want to control the net. They've got good size and good leadership up front, and then use all their weapons. They're very deep. If it's the starting lineup, they've got 5 out of 6 seniors starting. Actually, 6 out of 7 should be, the libero being the only junior in the starting lineup. So a lot of weapons for them to use that return from the year before. On the other side, the home team, the Russia Raiders, they want to pass in their system, utilize their system, work the ball around, get a good opportunity, and limit the best player probably Loramie has in Kenzie Holscher, who is just a powerhouse, and they definitely want to keep her back off the front of that net.
Again, there's your keys to the game, brought to Keyhole Pizza. You know, you look at this matchup between the two, Greg. Fort Loramie 2-0 on the season. Won 2 games pretty easy, dominated, where Russia's 1-1 on the season.
Yeah, Russia went and beat Covington in straight sets, 3-0. And lost to New Bremen in straight as well, but we're very competitive. All those games pretty close. I think 18 was their low score total against New Bremen. And like you said, on the other side, Loramie have been very impressive so far, defeating both Minster and St. Henry in straight sets.
Let's look at some of the starters in this game. On the Russia side there in the front row, we have number 4, Kate Sherman, number 9, Bailey Pullman, number 10, Ashley Scott. Back row, we have number 1, Jillian Chapman. The libero is Kendall Monin, number 10, Ashley Scott. Now on the Fort Loramie side in the front row, we have number 10, Grace Rose, number 19, Jaden Putoff, number 6, Mackenzie Holscher. And we'll get the rest of them as Ava Grudich is getting ready to start us off here. Shelby County League action. Loramie and Russia. Monin, your setter, over to Scott, has to bump it over. Maurer will set Putoff through the double blockers. Nice save there by the Raiders. That's an overpass, battle at the net. Now on the Russia side, a little bit of mix up there between the second hit, and there's a lift. Point Redskins. Checking out the rest of the lineup, the libero is Riley Heitkamp. And also the setter is Nala Maurer. And there's a kill on the play there by Ashley Scott.
Yeah, definitely what you want if you're Russia. We just talked about them getting a good pass and getting one of their good hitters up front there. Scott able to execute and even up the match early at 1.
Kate Sherman with the serve. Close to that. Maurer's able to get it to Holscher. Nice save there by Sherman. That one goes into the net, side out to the Redskins. Back to serve is Grace Rose, one of 10 seniors on this Loramie squad, coached by John Rogers in his 15th year, defending state runners-up. A lot of talent back as that serve goes long. Russia Raiders 1-1 overall. Their record last year was 17-11. They made it all the way to the regional finals where they lost to the same Fort Loramie team.
Yeah, both these teams, as you mentioned, have had really nice success the last few years in volleyball.
Simone Putoff serves it across.
Expect to see the same again this year from both, as they both return some solid rosters.
And there was a hit by Ashley Scott. ends up to the floor, and a point for the Raiders. Yeah, both these teams, year in, year out, they're pretty good. Probably the two favorites in this league.
Yeah, I'd say definitely. As you see Scott there get her second kill here on the night.
Holscher powers it through. Nice save by Scott. Pushed over there by Monin. Holscher, nice save again by the libero Kendall Monin. And a kill by Ashley Scott.
Yeah, she's off to a great start for Russia. 3 of their 4 points coming off the arm of Ashley Scott. So if you're Coach Watkins, this is exactly what you want to get a little momentum very early here in set number 1, but a good start for the Raiders.
All the way over Jaden Putoff. Dug there by Chapman. Free balled across by Monin. Maurer to Holscher. There's Chapman with the dig. Carly Scott finds a spot.
Nice little off-speed shot there from the other Scott, Carly. She gets her first kill of the day.
Carly, the freshman, Ashley, the senior. And the Raiders with a 5-2 lead on our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank, think first. Maurer, Holscher overpowers for the point.
Yeah, we talked about her being a good volleyball player in the pregame, and there it was. If she gets it that close to the net, very difficult to stop. Good first kill for her on the night.
Holscher, Shelby County League Player of the Year last year, first team All-State, back for her senior year. Carly Scott with a hit. Dug in the back row. Hit there by Drees. Raiders trying to save it, not quite able to, so Jada Drees with a kill.
Good deep shot there by Drees. And just like that, Loramie within 1.
5-4. Glad you're joining us here at Russia High School. Hit across by Ashley Scott. Nice dig by Shoulders, pushed across by Putoff. Monin sets Scott, a little bit of a dink, will fall for Carly Scott.
The Scots definitely getting off to a good start here for Russia. They've got 5 of their 6 points.
Number 3, CC Borchers into the front row for the Raiders. They have a 2-point lead here. We're early in this match, first set. Dig by Holscher. She gets the set by Maurer, blocked by Borchers.
Coming right in and making an immediate impact. CC Borchers will get the termination block at the net.
Borchers part of that sophomore class. 4 of them started, 5 of them played a lot last year, and a lot of experience. And there's an ace by Ashley Scott.
Well, she is just coming out on a tear here to start the night. Ashley Scott, she's got just starting here 4 kills and an ace here just in this first set.
Scott, one of just 3 seniors on this Russia team. There's a dig by Highcamp all the way over to Drees, off the blockers for the point.
Not only is how hard you hit it, but where you put it. Jada Drees gets a nice off speed against the double block and gets it to drop.
Rotating into the front row, Gloria Olberding, senior outside hitter, will be on the left side as Holscher back to serve. Dug by Scott. Monin sets Carly Scott off the blockers for the point.
Well, early on, you got to give Russia a lot of credit. They are doing a nice job getting the serve receive, getting it. And you notice it's always been on this left front side, all their hits. Carly Scott and Ashley Scott have all hit on this left front, and they've executed very well.
Kendall Monin serves dug by Highcamp. Back set to Holscher. That's a point for the Raiders. Timeout for Loramie. They trail by 5. We'll be right back on NKTelco Sports.
Kemmler Orthopedic Center is focused on a personalized, caring approach to treat all aspects of orthopedics, including total joint replacement, shoulder reconstruction, stem cell injections, and more. Dr. James Kemmler and Jed Cooney, certified PA, are dedicated to providing the best orthopedic care in the Grand Lake region. Kemmler Orthopedic Center has offices located in Salina and Van Wert, along with extended evening hours. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-586-5760.
Early in the first set here, Varsity Raiders, Greg, off to a nice start, up by 5.
Yeah, they're just executing better right now. You know, they've done a nice job serve-receive. They've got an ace from Ashley Scott, some nice hits up front from Carly Scott and Ashley Scott, and they've just really handled the ball well. See how Loramie can respond here, because early on, Varsity playing some very sound fundamental volleyball.
Kendall Mono continues to serve, senior. Dug by the libero Highcamp. Drees on the wraparound. It was put off on the dig. And there's a hammer by Kate Sherman.
And we just mentioned that spot. That's the same place. They're really laying that spot here on the left front up very well. Sherman adds herself to that list.
They're getting nice passes to the setter, Maya Monin. She's been able to put it in the right place. Loramie in a little bit of trouble. Oberning hits it a little bit. Monin, there's Borchers for another point. So the offense rolling for the Raiders, now the lead up to 7. 12-5 as Monin continues to serve. One of the captains on this team, and that one goes long. So Mitch, you need it side out if you're a Redskins fan. It's Maya Monin, Maya Meyer will serve. Two setters are Maya Maurer and Maya Monin between the two schools.
A lot of M's.
I'm sure I won't get that mixed up. And there is an overpass, chance for Fort Loramie. Hit that will go outside there. That was hit by Ratterman, Hannah Ratterman. So quick side out to the Raiders. Into the front row, Bailey Pullman, number 9. Junior on this team. Now serving here is Maya Monin. Drees is blocked. Hit by Ratterman. Kill for Hannah Ratterman.
It's one of the few times Loramie's had an opportunity to set up front there. Not really hit hard there by Ratterman, but enough to get it through and get them a kill.
Jaden Putoff substitutes into the front row is Jada Drees with the serve. Dug by Scott. Monin chases it down. Hit by Sherman. Nice job there by Monin and Sherman staying out of the net and get the point.
Yeah, again, another nice shot there on the left front. Kate Sherman with her second kill here of the first set. And the attack continues to roll. Varsity with a 7-point lead here midway through the first set.
Jillian Chapman, sophomore, in to serve with a touchdown score, 14-7. Dug by Holscher. Maurer to Ratterman. A nice hit from the middle.
Yeah, two nice setups there for Hannah Ratterman. Something Loramie needs to definitely get going.
Into the front row is Grace Rose, and in to serve is number 16, Ava Grudich. Loramie trying to get their momentum going, which has been pretty well dominated by Rushi, and side out on the serve.
Yeah, when you're struggling a little bit, that's obviously not something you want to do, is give it right back to a team that's rolling along pretty good in Rushi, and a little service there gives it right back to the Raiders.
Sherman with the serve. Backside Grudich has to hit it flat-footed. Monin go over to Scott, powers it home.
Boy, and Ashley Scott just has it going really good here to start the first set. 5 kills now and an ace here in set number 1. That being Ashley Scott.
Her team up 16-8. Sophomore Kate Sherman with the serve. Dug by Highcamp. There's Holscher, puts it away.
And you can't get the ball there enough. I mean, it's just, she's very dominant. And you can see it when the ball comes off of her hand. There is just a lot of force behind it. Another great shot there by Mackenzie Holscher.
Grace Rose off the top of the net. Dug by Scott. Go over to Carly Scott with a kill.
I'm a little surprised you're getting so many free shots up there by Rushino. Loramie's not running anybody up to the net. That was a free hit for Carly there. It really wasn't anything special. Rushi Gendo doing a nice job putting the ball in a good place for their hitters, and she executed from there.
We talked to one of the keys And our keys to the game was Fort Loramie controlling the net, but
Right.
as your point, Rushie's the one controlling the net.
Well, that's what I mean. It's not really control at this point. Rushie's just setting up and executing, and
Yeah.
Loramie's not bringing any
Not
resistance.
getting any blocks, yeah.
That's right.
Yep. Serve goes into the net. So Loramie down 17-10. It's the point they need to get a rally if they want to pull out this set, as Jaden Putoff back to serve. Dug by Monin. Monin, Scott, that time from the right side for the point.
Yeah, they just look like they're in a very good rhythm right now, they being Rushi. They're putting the ball right on the numbers, setting the ball to the hitters very well. And another nice hit there by Ashley Scott.
Nice back set there by Maya Monin as well. The second.
Absolutely.
There's Holscher. Maurer go to the opposite side. Dries, dug by Scott. Monin to Scott, and another kill.
You know, one of the things we talked about a little bit, and we'll come back to it after the commercial.
19-10 Rushi. Fort Loramie takes their second timeout. We'll step aside and return on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
19-10 in the first set. Rushi's rolling.
Yeah, it's been all Raiders throughout here so far. And, you know, we talked a little bit before the game started off air about some of the things that Loramie lost. And it wasn't a lot. You know, there's a lot of really good players that came back. Obviously, the Schultes injury isn't helping, but they lost some serving. And that was one of the things that, you know, when you're in a volleyball environment and you're trying to get some key points and you got some good servers that can come in and serve at a high rate. There's a good kill by Maurer. Makes a big difference, can impact your team quickly. Not to say that, you know, Loramie, they're just struggling a little bit right now. But here's one of their good servers coming back right now. But last year, it seemed like they had a server at every position that was really, Roderman's the first one that comes to mind. She was very good.
Roderman, Myring, Macy Imwell, and Raspin. Especially Roderman and Myring were strong, but Loramie now on the attack. Dries, oh, nice save there by Putoff, but not able to get the second hit. And a point for the Redskins.
You know, you mentioned all those, but you're right. All 5 of those seniors all served a lot and all served with a high percentage, and it really makes a big difference. But Loramie trying them out to come back here.
Dug by Putoff. Mon and Scott. That one is blocked. Dries and Maurer there for the block.
Well, that's the first, actually, I think it's the second termination block of the match. One was for Rushi, now one for Loramie. We just talked about that. Surprised we didn't see anybody at the net. Maybe Coach Rogers saw the same thing because you're seeing a lot more blockers up there for Loramie in the last couple of points.
This time they had a flat foot. Nice dig there by Holscher. Tipped by Dries, covered by Scott. Porchers. Good job getting that off the net. And Holscher from the back row, but Porchers with a big block.
Nice vision there by CC Borchers, gets the one-on-one termination block. Those aren't so bad when you're a little away from the net because Holscher was hitting from the 10-foot line. She read it well and blocked it down.
Had the sense of the momentum, was just starting to turn over Fort Loramie, so that's a big play by Borchers and the Raiders.
Definitely.
Dries powers it through.
You can definitely feel a rhythm coming from Loramie. You know, they're a very good team. They're going to be very good this whole year. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of can Rushi keep them off guard a little bit. As you said, Loramie's definitely getting back into their rhythm and now cut the lead to 6.
Maurer with the serve.
Might have caught a break there. That one might have went out of play, but nice save by Rushi.
Maurer over to Oberdeen, blocked and down. On the block, he had number 5, Monin. And he's also Putoff, I think, was the other one blocking.
Yeah, another nice job reading the play out nicely. Good anticipation by Rushi. Again, another big point. You get to this end here and you got a 6-point lead. If you can trade points, you're in pretty good shape. Rushi doing that right now.
Holding with a hit. Nice hit just inside the line.
Yeah, great location. Able to drop that one in the back corner.
So junior Dre to Drees. The Redskins down by 6. Off the top, there's a bleeder. You can execute that, you can't stop it.
No. It's a big ace for Loramie. They needed that. I think that's their first ace here in the first set.
That will sail long. So 22-16. Into serve will be Jillian Chapman. Ashley Scott, number 10, rotates into the front row. Dug by Holscher. All the way over, it's put off, blocked. Highcamp pushes it back. Scott through the blockers for the kill.
Nice set across court there by Mana. She's done a nice job setting up the hitters for Russia. Ashley Scott able to handle it from there. That's 7 kills here for her in set number 1.
2 points away for victory for the Raiders. There's a lift. And now set point for the Raiders. Set serving 16 for Jillian Chapman and the Raiders. Dug by Highcamp. In the middle, it's Rotterman. Free ball across, chance for Loramie. Maurer, Rotterman. There's Scott. Highcamp with the dig. All the way over, it's put off, block. Highcamp again for the dig. Back row to Holscher, she will dink it, and that will fall. It's tough to dink it from that far back. There's a lot of topspin on that play.
That was a good volley there by both teams. Some great saves in the back row by Jillian Chapman, who just came in game. Some nice serves for Russia and made some very good saves during that rally, but Loramie able to hold on for the point.
Gurdich with the serve. Monin takes it over on the second. Maurer bumps at the put off. Dug by Chapman. Hit over by Sherman. Bumps at the setter, will hit it. Maurer, and it's blocked by Sherman, and the Russia Raiders take the first set on our first National Bank scoreboard. Russia 25, Fort Loramie 17. We'll total up our numbers, come back with set 2 on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions.
Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
The first set goes in favor of the Raiders, 25-17 on our first National Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, we talked about it as the game was moving along, how Russia set things up really well, and they did. They had 15 kills versus Loramie's 11. 3 blocks, termination blocks to Loramie's 1. They both had an ace, so balanced otherwise, and you know, those 4 extra kills, plus just less errors. You know, Loramie made some serving errors and just some mental errors throughout the match, and you know, it happens. It's our 3rd game into the season. It's very early. It's a long season, and just our first set. So rally volleyball takes a bit sometimes, and one set doesn't put you out of anything. It just means you're up 1. You know, there's a lot to go here yet, but a great start for Russia, representing their home. home court advantage here early on as they start set number 2.
Chapman with the serve, Heitkamp with a dig. Bumped across by Putoff. Monin, there's Sherman with the kill, Kate Sherman.
And they start off really where they left off. Another good setup. Kate Sherman with a good, strong hit. Her 4th kill now on the match.
It'll be interesting how Rushi started with the momentum.
Right.
Loramie got it a little bit, but they fended them off. Let's see if they can keep that momentum here in the second set. As that goes into the net. Yeah, I don't think you have that stat, but the service errors, it seemed like Loramie had a lot of service errors. And when you have that, that's instant and a very easy point for the other team.
Oh, yeah, for sure, especially when you're trailing. And they were trailing that whole first set. So you put, there's a nice shot there, an ace for Rose. And just the second ace for Loramie here so far tonight.
Yeah, and those are momentum, turns of momentum when you have a hard serve. Sometimes it doesn't have to be an ace, but it puts them out of system that they don't get a spike out of it. And that's what this is going to be. Well, that one did work. Oh, it hit the antenna.
Like you said, I thought it caught the outside there, so that'll be a hitting error. Point to Loramie.
Yeah, my point that time, they didn't get a nice bump, set, spike. They just had to just get it over. And
right, they really, like you said, they really did well serve receive the first set. And so far, the first 3 points, they've struggled a little bit. And there's another nice execution there to Sherman, who gets another kill.
Sherman, a very tall and strong player. Nice timing there on the hit. As Kate will go back to serve.
Yeah, Rushi did a great job in that first set of getting the ball to the proper person, getting to the setter, getting it to a good place to hit. That whole game, that whole first set, they did really good. And now we've got 2 service errors already. I think they might have had 3 total that whole first set.
Jaden Putoff back to serve. Is coming into the front row is Jada Drees. Dug there by Chapman. There's another free ball. Maurer to Holscher, down.
Yeah, good night. When that one's coming around in a little swing route, you're in big trouble.
If you execute that play, it's tough to stop no matter who it is. But when it's Mackenzie Holscher, good luck.
Yeah, I think she's only hit the ball 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, she hasn't hit as much as you thought.
And she's got a kill on about all of them. And Loramie will return the favor there with their first service error.
Simone Putoff checks in the lineup, will go back to serve. Sophomore, her squad down by 2. Rushi 1-1 on the season. Loramie 2-0. There's a point for the Raiders.
Yeah, that's a good way to come into the game. That's the second time when Jillian Chapman came in the first set. Her first shot was an ace. That's just a big momentum push. Like you said, you get a couple of those good serves that can really boost your team.
Drees will dink it, covered by Carly Scott. Set to Ashley. Loramie trying to chase it down off the basketball and not able to get the 3rd hit over. So he did a good job of negotiating the backboards, but...
Was that Ashley Scott with the kill?
Yes, it was.
I thought it was.
Yep.
Okay.
It's Putoff now serve with the game tied 5-5. Back set Holscher. Nice dig by Chapman. Set to Scott. Dug by Heitkamp. In the middle, Holscher. Holscher's asserting herself here early.
Yeah, Loramie doing a nice job finding her, getting her a few more looks on this second set.
Coming into the front row, first action tonight, freshman number 20, Summer Hoying. We had the game against Minster on Tuesday, and she kind of gave them a spark in the second set then, too. So see what happens here as Holscher serves. Dug by Monin. Monin to Scott off the blockers. In the middle, it's Drees for the point.
Nice kill there by Jada Drees.
Puts the lead to 2 for Fort Loramie, 7-5.
I think that's the biggest lead they've had so far tonight.
Joined us late. Rushi won the first set, 25-17. We're in control the whole way. There's a bump across and put away there by Maurer. And when you're the setter, when you get a chance to hit it, they love it. There's a point and a timeout by Aaron Watkins of Rushi. Will step aside and return on NKTelco Sports.
Hey Minster, this is Nate Henry with NKTelco, and we're here for you for your existing cable TV, internet, and phone service.
Hey Botkins, I'm Brett Gerstner with NKTelco, and we are here for you and to help you operate your business network.
Hey Maria Stein, I'm Ken with NKTelco, and we are here for you with Hometown Pride.
Hi Rishi, I'm Tim Metzger, and we are here for you for your installation of your telephone, cable TV, and internet.
Contact NKTelco at 1-888-NKTelco.
Rushi dominate the first set 25-17, but find themselves down 8-5.
Yeah, good answer so far here in the second by Fort Loramie. Been feeding Mackenzie Holscher a little bit more, got a couple nice kills from Dries. And like you said, Rushi in that same place. You're gonna see how they respond here. Loramie didn't respond too great in the first set, trailing down just 3. It's an opportunity to get back into the match, but this is kind of that place. You know, you're either gonna get closer and kind of make a close competitive set, or it tends to slip away a little bit. It slid away from Loramie the first set, and Rushi took advantage. We'll see if Loramie can do the same.
Holscher with the serve, dug by Monin. Maya Monin to Scott. There's a good dig by Heitkamp. Hoying, nice dig by Monin. Monin would be called with a double hit. And that's a point. I always think coming out of the timeout, that first point always seems like it's a big momentum one way or the other.
Yeah, and you can feel it shifting. You know, Rushi was just on fire that first set and really positive, and all was flowing their way, and now it's kind of shifted Laramie's direction. Rushi's got to try to respond here.
Scott responds.
That's a good place. It's a good place to go for a response. Actually, Scott's had a solid performance here so far tonight. That gets her up to kill number 8.
She will serve as CC Borchers substitutes into the front row. Maurer all the way over to Hoying. That will sail wide. And a point for the Raiders. 9-7. Raiders coming off a 17-11 season. Coach Watkins through the years, his teams have won 14, 19, 20, and 17 in his 4 years, and there's an ace by Scott.
Big point too, as that brings Rushi back to within 1. We talked about it earlier. Ace can be a big momentum push.
Just trying to tie here. Scott with the old jump serve. Got a little bit too high on that into the net. Rodman will check into the front row as the setter, Maya Maurer, senior, back to serve. On her way to play at Findlay College next year as well with her teammate Mackenzie Holscher. They have want to accomplish a lot their senior year. Borchers with the kill.
Rushi has done a nice job. There was 2 blockers there again. They seemed to just catch the outside hand of one of those blockers and get it off the deflection for the kill.
Libero Kendall Monin, one of the 3 seniors, back to serve. Right just off the top of the net. All the way over. Hoying is blocked on the battle at the net. Monin will set Borchers. Couldn't get it across.
It's a good job by Fort Loramie to be scrappy there and get that one back over and get that point, push their lead back to 2.
Jaden put off in the front row. Jada Dries to serve. Monin sets Sherman, who powers it off the blocker.
Yeah, it's like an absolute replica. Like, they just keep deflecting all. It's great. It's great execution on their part, and they just continue to get kills. And right back in it again, just down by 1 is Rushi.
We've exchanged several side outs between these 2 teams. It's gone between 1 and 2 points on the lead. Maurer all the way over to put off. That's close to the net. Able to do something with it. Sherman with a swing.
Yeah, and a nice job by two people in particular on that setup. The set was done nice. Put plenty of air on it because she wasn't going to get it great to Sherman, and Sherman did a nice job readjusting while the ball was in the air, and then to finish. Rushi evens at 11.
Setter for The Raiders, Maya Monon's been doing a great job, and that's from the back row, sails wide.
3 straight points by Russia puts them back in the lead. I'm not sure they've led here, and if it was like 1-0. Loramie's, it's been close, but Loramie's been in the lead most of the second set.
Monon with the serve that's close to the net. I think that was the 3rd hit. I think there'll be a little
3rd hit against Loramie.
Yeah, they're saying the Russia player did not touch it at the net there. And I think the player for Loramie thought
yep,
they did. So yeah, they passed it and they needed to hit it over. It's off the top of the net. There by Monon. Nice back set to Hoying, but sails long. So 14-11. Coach Rogers will take a timeout to give us as an opportunity to tell you that Grand Lake Health's presentation of NKTelco Sports is being brought to you by Grand Lake Health System, Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Seichfriedem Incorporated, Minster Bank, Home and Interiors, Cargill, Victory Machine, Hometown Opportunity, Kogi Plumbing, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, Park National Bank, Kennedy's Garage, Big Brothers Big Sisters of Shelby and Darke County, Rachel's Cakes, Speedway Lanes. Our keys to the game sponsor, Keyhole Pizza. Our starting lineup sponsor, Sydney Allglaze Audiology. And on our First National Bank scoreboard, Russia back on top, 14-11.
Yeah, Watkins took a timeout at 8-5, and we talked about what was going to happen at that point. And Russia put a couple nice 3-0 runs together, and now not only are not trailing anymore by 3, they're leading by 3. Trying to see if they can continue the momentum halfway through the second set.
Maya Maurer continues to serve. Dug by Holscher. Maurer, Roderman, that quick play. Russia got a hand on it. Sherman did a nice job, a little bit off speed, and stayed out of the net just long enough.
Yeah, nice adjustment there. She didn't get much of the ball. Didn't need it though either. And she's able to get that one to trickle across for a kill.
Mana, I think she's had 5 service points in a row, and there's a dig by Putoff. Holscher from the back row. Has to go across there, and Putoff did a nice job of reading it for the block.
Yeah, nice heads-up play there by Putoff. Saw that one all the way. Big point needed there for Loramie, and she delivered it.
Number 10, Grace Rose in the front row. Back to serve number 16, senior Ava Grudich. 15-12 on our First National Bank scoreboard. There's Borchers from the right side. Nice save by Heitkamp, but nobody there on the second one. Point for the Raiders is back to serve by Jillian Chapman. 16-12. Loramie trying to get a commanding 2-0 lead here in this Shelby County League opener as that goes into the net. Last year, Fort Loramie was undefeated, 12-0. Russia was 9-3. Odds are these 2 games is Shelby County. They played double round robin. The 2 games between Fort Loramie and Russia probably go a long way to decide the Shelby County League Athletic League, as that one goes into the net as well.
Yeah, and this is definitely a big one here to start the season out. You're like you said, you're probably playing the best 2 here right out of the gate. It'll be a big win either way.
Nice dig by Quinn Scholtes, and Holscher, nice save there by Chapman. They'll go again to Holscher, and she just puts it down. The blockers just backed away.
Yeah, she did. It was a great read by Holscher. She's like, well, if you didn't want the hard ball, I'll throw you a change up here. And yeah, it was a nice job in the back row by Jillian Chapman, but it's tough when you get pitches like that.
Russia is lucky to get that over. Nice save by Monon. Hit over by Scott. Battle. They have one more hit, but that will sail wide. And a point for Loramie. Loramie's hanging around here. This is their 3rd straight away game to start off the season at St. Henry, at Minster, and at Russia.
Well, sometimes the schedulers aren't nice to you, and you have to take them early. They're good enough, though. They can play 3 on the road.
All the way over, it's Dries off the blockers. Monon chases it down. Scott. Nice dig by Scholtes. Holscher, that was definitely the fastball.
That was some violent delivered there. And a great shot, Kenzie Holscher, bringing Loramie back to within 1.
17-16 as we get a replay here brought to you by Winners Meats.
There's some heat on that one.
I think Kendall Monham will see that one in her sleep, I believe. Nice back set hit there by Pullman. There's Holscher again. Loramie's got that slide play going, and it's rally being powered by Mackenzie Holscher.
Yeah, she's definitely got it going here in the second, and that's her 8th kill now in the match.
Trying to break the tie. Scott Monin, as Rushi doesn't have the offense going like it was the first set. Maurer, you know who, Holscher. She tipped at that time. Carly Scott blocked back. 4 hits there. They're saying, boy, they said the referees.
I think that's going to get replayed.
I think
Coach Trout here on the down official is going to play that.
Yeah, I think it's one of those that.
Well, he actually rewarded it. He was awarding a point to Rushi. I don't think that's right either.
No.
It was still in play. They're going to talk about it right now. I think
the head official saw it and just wasn't thinking. It was clearly blocked by one, if not 2 Loramie players, and that's with the down officials there. There's a lot going on in a volleyball match that happens fast, and they have their roles on what the head official sees and the down official, and it'll be a replay. Good call, good job by the officials.
Absolutely.
As put off. There's Scott, just inside the corner.
What a shot, deep left corner from the right. And just caught it. Big point for Rushi, gives them back to a 1-point lead.
I think Loramie had 4 points in a row there, so that was huge to not only stop the momentum, but get the lead back. As put off into serve. There's Holscher again. And that bounces right before another kill for Holscher.
Yeah, I don't envy anybody that has to sit in that back row waiting on that hit, because you can't play it deep. She can drive it right down into the floor. You can't play it deep because she'll take a bunch off of it. You can't come in, because if you do, she's going to give it to you in your chin. So,
and all those Rushi players are glad that she's going to the back row to serve, at least for 3 rotations.
I'm not so sure they're happy she's serving, but you're right.
Right.
But you're right, they're not going to get a line drive from back there too easily.
But she's going to get some spikes from her, and there's Highcam did a nice job of getting that over. Mon and Scott stumbles a bit. Maurer hit to Dries, and Dries finds a spot.
Jada Dries, we saw that last year. She's a crafty player, is what I call it. She's very good at surveying the court, did a nice job there, saw the opening, made the smart play. Big point there for Loramie as they go back up 19-18 here in set 2.
Holscher will serve a little moisture they need to wipe out on the Rushi side, so. Holscher serve. Nice dig by Monin. Monin not able to play it out of the net.
That's the tough part. You don't want to see her anywhere, because she's an excellent server as well as Kenzie Holscher. Timeout.
Coach Watson's with the timeout. Will step aside on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Welcome back to Green Lake Health's presentation of NKTelco Sports, and we got a nice volleyball match going here. Rushi won the first set. Loramie up by just 2 in the second.
Yeah, Loramie with the big comeback here, backed by Kenzie Holscher. You see her go back to serve. She's done it all here in the second set. Multiple kills, just had an ace on her last serve. And Rushi's going to have to figure something out here as they're down by 2 if they want to get back into the second set.
Holscher serves short, and she finds a spot for the ace.
It's like she didn't even stop. She's like, I got this, no problem. Boom, ace.
Maybe the back row players for Russia aren't pleased to see her back
that's what
serving.
I said, right, exactly. You're going to have to see her as long as she's on that floor. You got to deal with number 6.
This time, Kendall Monin. Scott blocked. Hit across by Carly Scott. Dries put off with the dig. Monin puts it over, covered. Head away on the overpass, Ashley Scott.
Much needed point there for the Raiders. They get back within 2. But they're definitely, their rhythm and setup not near as good as it was that first set. A lot of that's due to Loramie's aggressive offenses, just taking them out of their spots. Chance for them here to get back into it.
Scott with the serve. There's Dries, took something off of it for the point.
I like when players, when I talk about them, do what I talked about. And there, J.D. Dries, another great example. Saw the layout of the blockers, came up, took a little off the hit, drops it in nicely, gives Loramie a 3-point advantage with needing 3 points to take the second set.
Setter Maya Maurer with the serve. Maya Monin sets it to Borchers through the double block for the point. Borchers not a real tall player, but plays big.
Yeah, and she gets off of her feet well and quick. Russia not ready to concede this second set. They trail still here by 2.
Kendall Monin serves. Maurer back set, it's Dries. Monin to Sherman for the kill. Monin knew where she was going with that set, and Sherman puts it away.
Yeah, nice cross-court shot and timeout on the floor.
22-21, we'll keep it right here. We'd like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays. High school volleyball on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Replay times are Saturday, September 5th at 2 p.m. and Sunday, September 6th at 8 p.m. This game will be available for 1 week as video demand at nktelco.com. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Second set, Russia won the first set, but it's been a battle here. Loramie clinging to a 1-point lead.
Yeah, it's been a very well-played volleyball game. It was set here in the second, the first as well. Good match as we expected all the way around, but Russia in a spot here. They were down 2, got a big point on the last possession. 22-21 rally scoring. If you're Russia, you about got to have this one. You're going to be in a really, really tight spot. And Loramie obviously wants this one to get back into this match and even it up at 1 apiece.
Kendall Monin with the serve. Holscher, Maurer, Broderman. There's a net violation. A Raider in the net, and the side out and point goes to Fort Loramie.
That's a tough point there for Russia. The correct call, but a tough point after you got the ball set up and everything and get it on a net violation.
Dries with the serve. Monin over to Sherman, blocked, covered by Putoff. The chance for Loramie here. There's Putoff, dug by Monin. Maya Monin, Sherman dinks it this time, covered by Putoff. Back set to Hoying. Good volley going on here as both teams scrambling. Maurer will set Holscher from the back row. That's long. Wasn't the prettiest point. Both teams were just trying to survive that one.
Yeah, and that happens obviously a lot when you get to the end. You tighten up a little bit, you get a little nervous, so you're just trying to get it across the net, make the other team make the mistake. Loramie did just that as Holscher's shot goes long.
Maya Monin with the serve. Holscher, Maurer, Broderman on the Russia side for the point. Sinelli have set point coming up for the Redskins as Ava Grudich checks in the lineup.
And Broderman able to sneak that one across, gets the big kill for Loramie as they have set point.
There's Sherman. Monin will go back to Kate. She powers it down the line. She survives 1 set point.
Yeah, they're hanging tough, and they're going Kate Sherman a lot. She showed them why there. A good execution, a good strong hit.
No time to relax here. That was one set point. You got another one you got to survive here.
Right.
Jillian Chapman with the serve. Down 23-24. And that will sail long. Second set goes to the Redskins on the First National Bank scoreboard. Fort Loramie 25, Russia 23. We'll be back with more action in set 3 on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We are certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwiedemann Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
Back for the third set and Grand Lakes Health presentation of NKTelco Sports. Rishi won the first one. Purdy was in control, but won by 8. We had back and forth there in the second set. Loramie wins by 2.
Yeah, they actually out-hit Loramie in that game as well, 14-12 in kills. 2 aces both ways. Loramie had 1 block for termination point at the net. Really thought you'd see more of that from Fort Loramie, and you might yet. But give Rishi credit. They've done a nice job hitting the ball throughout the night, and that was a very good set and a big comeback by Fort Loramie, which is what you expect. I mean, we knew this was going to be a good matchup. Now's when the game gets interesting. You know, I mean, they know how this is. You're starting over.
Yeah, now it's best of 3 instead of best of 5.
That's right.
Scrutish gets us started off, and there's a mix-up on the third hit.
Yeah, it's more an endurance game at this point, you know, the fatigue and mentally as much as physically.
Scrutish with the serve. Monin able to chase it down. Free balled. See what Loramie can take advantage of. And there's Holscher. Angle, a little bit too much of an angle wide.
Yeah, you got to give Russia credit on that one. That first serve was really deep, and they were able to not only track it down, but force Loramie into an error.
Carly Scott into the front row as Kate Sherman, sophomore, serving. Dug by Grudich. Quick set. There to Holscher, covered by the Raiders. Battle at the net. Put off. Dink Scott. And it falls. Grace Rose back to serve, one of 10 seniors. Amazing. See big senior classes, but 10 is unusual. A good serve and another free ball by Russia. Heitkamp, Maurer, put off. Doug Monin, Scott, nice save by Kendall Monin. Hit by Pullman, Bailey Pullman. A rare opportunity there, gets a kill from the right side.
Yeah, she got kind of a little backwards punch across there for the kill.
Nice job on the set there by Maya Monin there. That was a tough place to set, that she got it on the right side there. And as we're tied at 2. Holscher dinks it this time. Into the front row is Jade Adrice as Jaden Putoff, senior to serve. Fort Loramie defending state runners-up. Last year they won the state in 2014. Been to regionals 12 years in a row, and there's a block by Holscher for the point.
There we go, the nice start there for Loramie here with a 4-2 lead early in the third set, and a nice block, as you mentioned, by Kenzie Holscher.
Jaden Putoff, will go into the net. Russia last year went to regional semifinals, lost to Fort Loramie. Actually, Fort Loramie defeated them last year in 3 games, twice during the regular season. Russia took them to 4 during the tournament. Lost 2 seniors off this team, so a lot of players back for Russia. Holscher with the tip, Monin to Kendall Monin. Another free ball. Maurer, back set, Holscher. Good job there by Monin and Holscher to take advantage there.
And what a difference Loramie has adjusted to in the last 2 sets to get Holscher the ball a lot more. I mean, they didn't feed her much. We talked about it in the first set. She hit the ball 2 or 3 times. She's been getting the ball a lot more here in sets 2 and 3.
And the difference too is Russia's had a lot of free balls. There's another one. They didn't have this many in the whole first set. We'll go over to Hoying. Nice dig by Putoff. Carly Scott blocked. A lot better blocking there, and a mix-up falls in.
I think that took a little bit of a knuckleball action. Loramie thought that was going to go out of bounds, and it stayed in.
Let me see, it has a little bit of an east wind.
Yeah,
Is my directions right?
That's right. Just put some draw on that thing.
Senior Kendall Monin. Libero with the serve. Dug by the other libero, Riley Heitkamp. Holscher. CC Borchers through the blockers. There's a hit by Dries. Close to the net. Maurer not able to get it back by Russia. Fort Loramie, we talked about it early how they didn't, the first set, they didn't get hardly any hands on it. They're getting a lot of blocks right now.
Yeah, it was like they changed their attack on defense. They were playing kind of off the net early, and now they're all right up on the net, and it's really affected Russia. They've still been able to get their points, but not like they were early on.
Ooh, there's a double hit. Side out will give it to the Raiders. Bailey Pullman checks in the front row as sophomore setter Maya Monin. She set all last year as a freshman. As mentioned, a lot of these sophomores played a lot as freshmen, and there's an ace for Monin.
She does a nice job as a setter for this Russia team.
6-6. Along with my cameraman tonight, Jacob Johns, my partner Greg Burning, and there's another ace by Maya Monin. Russia now takes the lead on our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank, think first, and that'll be after 2 aces. The service there, you know, that's a net one. So
that's a net one, that's right.
Jada Dries, dug by Scott. Close to the net. Sherman got something on it, but it went wide. Sherman did a great job of just even being able to touch that ball.
Yeah, and not go through the net.
Or hit the antenna.
Yeah.
But it went wide, so.
You can't get everything.
Yeah. There's a long one. We're up here in the crow's nest here at Raider Gymnasium, so we got a really nice view of the, really see the angles and see the action from up here. Close to the net, Rotterman off the block. Rotterman, Hannah's picked her spots and has had some key hits through this match. Grace Rose into the front row, Ava Grudich. They come in as a pair. Grudich with a 1-point lead. All the way over, it's Scott. Nice dig by Grudich. There's Rose. Hit over on the second one. Maurer. Holscher, that time a little off the net, and they worked to her advantage. 10-8. Russia doesn't have the rhythm they had early, trying to, sometimes you just got to fight through it and just hang in there, and that's what they're trying to do.
Kenzie Holscher now with 13 kills for Fort Loramie.
Free ball to cross, short. Monin, Sherman takes it over in 2. There's Highcamp. Holscher dug back. Highcamp chases it down. All the way over. It's put off wide.
It's a big point for Russia. As it starts to get away after 10. You start getting a 3, 4, 5 point lead and the momentum. It was a big comeback on their part. Now back to within a 1 point lead with Sherman serving.
Dug by Grudich, Maurer, Holscher, block. Pullman and Scott. I think Pullman got more of that.
Yeah, nicely done up front. Again, a little momentum. You start to get that going. It's even now at 10. Been a very good match here as we talked. You're just joining. We're early in set number 3. Each team's 1-1.
Hit is long. Loramie wants a tip there.
You'll get it. A down judge here from Trout saw it, and I think that's the right call.
I didn't really see it, but when you have 6 girls on Fort Loramie all saying it, they're not just...
And they all just know how to cheer for their teammates, right?
Yeah. I had a feeling that was going to be reversed. This is the down official, Steve Trout, with the call, and that will sail long. Had a lot of long service errors on both teams. Haven't missed wide more than they've missed long. And I always say it looks easy from up here. And you're trying to be aggressive on the serve. You just can't lollipop it over and just get it over. That'll be spiked back at you, but not as easy as it looked. Holscher with the hit from the right side. She keeps it alive. Holscher blocked there by Scott. Gets it over again. Scott off the top of the net, dug by Grudich. There's Holscher right side. Someone's in the net. As Irushi, it was down anyhow. So a point for Fort Loramie.
And a kill there for Kenzie Holscher.
Loramie and Russia, one of the better rivalries in all the sports around this part of Ohio and probably all of Ohio in a battle tonight. There's Dries, dug by Monin. Carly Scott tries to find the corner just a little wide. You see the back and forth where the hitters, Russia was hitting it all. Now Fort Loramie's blocked it, so now Russia's trying to adjust back, and Scott had a good idea there, and that serve will sail wide. CC Borchers will check in number 3, sophomore. There's senior Ashley Scott with the serve, down by 1. Nice dig there by Shoulders. Borchers. There's Grudich again. Block. Good hang time there by Borchers.
Yeah, you talked about it before. Borchers not the tallest player on the court, but makes a nice play there to even the set here at 13.
Fort Loramie with the timeout. We'll be right back.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Welcome back. Grand Lakes Health presentation of NKTelco Sports. Russia won the first game by 8. The second game won by Fort Loramie by 2, and we are tied here in the third set.
Yeah, been some great Shelby County League volleyball. Both teams really starting to settle in. I'd say the biggest issue for both teams has been serving. Like you said, a lot of long serves. Probably just adrenaline. This is a big rivalry game for both of these schools, so a lot of emotion in this match.
There's Dries. Once again, there's Kendall Monin with the dig. Carly Scott is blocked. Monin there covers it. Maya Monin takes it over on the second one. Holscher powers it for the kill.
That's the tough part when you dink one across. You're playing against an aggressive team like Loramie. Rushi goes across on 2. They really had an opportunity, I felt like, to set something up there. If you don't dink that thing in a good spot, that's what's going to come back.
Yep.
And Holscher takes advantage and powers through for, I believe, her 14th kill now of the match.
Scott will hit it deep. There's Riley Heitkamp once again. Summer Horn is blocked. Borchers there, assisted by Monin.
That's a good response by Rushi. Take away the angle there and get the termination block to even it back up.
We talked about aces being a big momentum thing. A block is really, not only you get the point, you get the spiker thinking, oh, I need to change it the next time. And with a big block, CC Borchers, and there's an ace.
You must have saw that one coming, Dave. Right on cue. Rushi with another big ace.
Kendall Monin reading the defense. Had the signal from her coach where they'd like to serve it. There's to Holscher. All the way over, it's Hoying. Monin with the dig across. Maurer will hit it on the second one. Way to keep it alive there by Rushi. Maurer will set Dries, and she powers it through. You know, you talked about before Dries being kind of crafty. There was no craft there. It was just power.
And she seems to get the ball later in the game. You know, each of the sets they play, you don't hear it near as much early. It seems like as it gets going a little bit, I don't know if she wants it then or what, but she does a nice job stepping up for Loramie. Gets a nice kill there to even it at 15.
Maurer with the serve. There's Sherman with the kill. Kate Sherman with another kill.
Yeah, it's some nice volleyball being played here both ways. Both teams setting up nicely. Sherman with the cross-court action there, and back and forth we continue to go.
Maya Monin serving up by 1 point on our First National Bank scoreboard. Dries just a little long. Playing dodgeball with the line official there.
Yeah.
And now a 2-point lead, which almost seems like a big lead in this set.
Especially where it's at. This is a big point at 17-15.
Heitkamp chases it down, kept it alive. See if Rushi can take advantage. Over to Sherman, and they do.
Big point, nice shot there by Sherman to get it again through the double block.
And that free ball, Rushi took advantage of it. When Monin had it, she knew she was going to Sherman, and that's where they won it.
12th kill for Kate Sherman.
18-15 in that, into the net. Jada Dries to serve. That means Jaden put off into the front row. So those two play the opposite spots. Dug by Scott. Monin. Sherman goes down the line and through the back row player for the point.
Yeah, very good execution there by Rushi. Great serve receive, good pass up to the setter, and then execution by Sherman.
Timeout on the floor. Grand Lakes Health presentation of NKTelco Sports is being brought to you by Grand Lake Health System, Precision Strip, Carriage Works, Cy Schruderman Incorporated, Minster Bank, Home and Interiors, Cargill, Victory Machine, Hometown Opportunity, Kogi Plumbing, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, First National Bank, Kennedy's Garage, Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Shelby and Dark County, Rachel's Cakes, Speedway Lanes. Our replay sponsors Winners Meats. Starting lineups brought to you by Sydney Allglaze Audiology. We will do a player of the game sponsored by NKTelco Sports. And on our First National Bank scoreboard in the third set, Rushi up by 3.
Yeah, done a nice job withstanding Loramie's run. You know, they're gonna try to get back into this, but a very big point coming up here, 19-16. If Loramie gets it, you know, it's a 2-point. If Rushi gets it, it boosts it up to 4. And like you said before, 1 or 2 has seemed like a big lead. 4 is going to seem astronomical this late in the game.
Borcher serves for the ace.
That's a big, big serve there by CC Borchers.
She got a couple big blocks her last rotation through the front row, and a big ace off the timeout. Serves it again. There's put off. Maurer, Routerman blocked by Sherman.
Kate Sherman doing her thing here in set 2, as she's done all night. Like I said, she's up to like 13 kills now, a couple blocks. Having a very good match for the Raiders.
5-point lead, trying to break the set tie of 1-1. There's Hoying block back. They'll go to put off. Ashley Scott. Maurer, Heitkamp will try to do a bump set. There's Borchers, Monin, Sherman. Too tough to handle, and another point for the Raiders.
The momentum all Russia way right now, and all Kate Sherman. And give Russia credit. You could see as soon as they got that ball, they were going right to her. She did a nice job with it. Gets another kill. Russia now with a 6-point lead.
Maurer, back set to Hoying. Nice job by Pullman. But they're going to call a lift there. So give the kill to Summer Hoying, as she will check out in favor of Grudich. Rose into for Rotterman.
Yeah, good shot down the line. Much needed point there from Summer Hoying. Loramie definitely need to get a couple serves going here and get back into this third set.
Ava Grudich, dug by Monin to Maya Monin. Sherman back on the Russia side. Bump set, Scott. Nice dig by Grudich. And that will go just out of bounds. Another point for the Raiders.
You give Russia a lot of credit. They're putting a lot of pressure offensively on Loramie. You could feel it there. Loramie tried to force that a little bit. That was from Russia's attack, and they're doing a nice job. 2 points away from taking set 3.
That will go out of bounds there as Carly Scott had an opportunity there, but it hit the net. And
I think her eyes got real big. She saw that one coming over.
Looks like a beach ball when you have those. As Grace Rose, Loramie needs a rundown, and that hits the net. So now it's set point for the Raiders to go to a 2-1 set advantage. This was 1 point, 2 points the whole way till we got to about 15 or so, and then they took advantage. And
yeah, it was at that timeout. It was 18-15, and Russia came back out, like you said, got a couple big serves, and bumped it up to 4 or 5, and then it just got away. And now their chance to finish out here on the third set.
That time Holster just had to bump it across, not able to chase it down though. So Loramie survives set point 1. As Jaden Putoff will try to prevent the second set point. Loramie trying to avoid going down 2-1 on the road. Dig by Chapman. There's Scott. Putoff with a dig. Grudich will hit it across. Dug by Monin to Monin. Scott, block back. There it is, Carly Scott off the blockers. Dries off the blockers for the point.
Nice resilience there by Fort Loramie as they continue to battle.
Another set point. Fort Loramie needs 4 more to keep it going. Scott able to chase it down, and that will be a point. So there's 3 set points by the board, and 3 more to go.
Yeah, Loramie not going away just yet. Russia struggling to get that good serve receive and get a play set up so they could execute. Loramie keeping the foot on the pedal.
Monin to Ashley Scott. That is short. You don't want to, when Coach Watkins is going to say, I'm not going to, let's just take a timeout. Let's talk it over here. And just the rotation Russia's in, when you have that 5-1 offense, the setter Maya Monin's in the front row.
Right.
And you have the 2 Scott girls that have played very well, but you have 1 less hitter in the front row, is what I'm trying to say.
And you did all the work. You did the hard stuff now, and now you're just going, okay, let's just not screw this up. You know what I mean? And
play not to lose.
So it's right. You back off a little bit. You saw the last couple of hits, they were trying to just soft touch it over. You can't stop. You got to keep playing the game the way you were playing, but give Loramie credit. We know this. Both of these teams, they're not going to quit. until that last point goes across. And they're down, like you said, they ran 4 straight off, and you just need 2 more to stay into this third set.
So off the timeout here, Jaden Putoff trying to keep the run going along. Coach Watkins is probably saying all we need is 1 good hit and we can go to the next set. There's Monin, back set to Scott on the line for the set. Nice back set by Maya Monin and Ashley Scott with a big hit to finish out the third set. 25-22 on our First National Bank scoreboard. We'll be back with the 4th set on NKTelco Sports.
At Home and Interiors, our team loves to design beautiful yet cost-effective projects. From sleek and simple to elaborate and detailed, we customize to fit your tastes and budget with free interior design and color coordination. Visit our 5,000 square foot kitchen design center and bring your next project to life. Full custom kitchen and bath cabinets are built right here in New Bremen. Home and Interiors, your vision designed for your budget.
Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center offers a family-friendly environment with a personalized approach to reduce pain, restore function, and improve mobility. Dr. Christopher Stuckey specializes in reconstructive foot and ankle surgery, diabetic foot care, trauma including fractures and sports injuries, along with bunions, hammer-toes, and ingrown toenails. Grand Lake Foot and Ankle Center has offices located in St. Mary's and Salina. To schedule an appointment, call our office at 419-394-8664.
Got a great Shelby County League matchup going on here tonight. Russia takes the 2-1 lead with a 25-22 win in the last set.
Yeah, it was really pretty even across the board, that third set. Loramie actually led a little bit with the kills at 11-8 for Russia. Russia had 4 blocks for termination points in the net to Loramie's 1. We don't keep aces directly on here, but I know Russia had a couple aces as well. No, I take that back. Sorry, I do have aces. Russia had 4 aces that third set. Loramie didn't have any. So there's your point differential, really, probably right there. As we get set here for the 4th set, Russia with a 2-1 advantage. And right on cue, I love it when stuff works out like that. CC Borchers with the ace.
And following a little bit on the third set, we talked about early in that, Russia wasn't really playing very well. They had a lot of free balls, but they just worked through it. They just hung around, and then they got their rhythm going.
They definitely did. Sometimes you just got to fight through those tough plays, and they did a nice job of it.
This is a free ball. Maurer to Putoff. Monin has a nice save. Scott. Grudich. Holscher. And that didn't make it across. Block. Didn't make it across. Sherman was there for the block. 2-0 Russia. They just need one more set win to win this match. And there's Sherman.
Boy, I hate to say this early on, but Loramie in a spot here, like the momentum, and we all know how momentum can change in volleyball really quick. But right now, since about that 15th point of that third set, it's been all Russia, and they get the first 3 here. This is a big point for the Redskins.
There's a nice dig by Holscher.
And that's who you go to when you need a big play, and a nice play by, like you said, Holscher to get the kill.
Yeah, it feels like Fort Loramie's had to swim upstream the whole night.
For sure.
That's what you have on the road against a good Russia team, and they haven't had that 5-6 point lead to just roll. They won their only set by 2 points, as that will be a Russia point.
Yeah, that's kind of how the night's been right there, right? Russia overplays it a little bit. They try to get a piece of it at the net, and it sails just far enough to get in the way of Loramie, and they can't get it across.
If you're Russia, there's a lot to go in this game, but you can kind of smell blood in the water. If they can get it rolling here and get a little bit of a lead, there's Putoff. Nice dig again there by Jillian Chapman. That is a nice block there, Holscher and Maurer.
Yeah, you say that, but we all know that number 6 can put the whole team on her back and bring them right back in it. But you're right, Russia's been playing solid. A big opportunity here for Loramie, trailing early here in the 4th set.
And the other thing, this is Fort Loramie volleyball. They're not going away anytime soon. Back set, pulling. Nice dig by Quinn Schultes. And there's Holscher, sails long. Nice job there by Chapman to keep her arms off of that.
Yeah, that's the ones you're pretty excited for where you're a Varsity player. You're like, hey, she hit that one deep. Awesome.
No bruise on that one.
Yeah. I don't have to field that one. I'll let the wall take the dent and I'll go get it.
Simone Putoff serves across. Maurer goes over on the second one. There's Quinn Schultes. Maurer again. And there's Carly Scott. Back and forth. Nice job there. Keeping alive there by Grudich. She was on the floor and she bumped it. There's Scott blocked. A lot of scrapping for this volley. Through there, and that's hit over by Holscher. We'll try a back set this time. Scott, and
like Jada Drees on the block for Fort Loramie. And a good possession and a nice point there for the Redskins to bring them back within 2.
Well, it was a good volley. Just no big hits, but both sides are just battling through it. This Holscher is served dug by Putoff. Scott will hit it from that set from the back row. Schultes with a bump set. Heitkamp will bump it across. Scott. Oh, nice job by Hoying. They'll try to push it deep. Holscher chases it down. Back set, Drees. Nice dig by Chapman. Drees this time will fall.
Now, I wasn't trying to offend before when I said she was a finesse player. By no means, but she came out with a hammer on both of those. Jada Drees. Big kill for the Redskins.
A lot of scrappy play by both teams as they have to wipe up some perspiration. There's been diving all over the place, and I'm getting a little tired myself just watching tonight.
No,
it's a lot of great effort by both teams. 100% full bore. Both teams wanting this game. They put them in first place as opposed to being 0-1 in last place. Hit by Scott. Free ball to cross. Monin to go to Scott. Nice hit. Boy, that was really close to the net.
Yes,
she did a nice
was.
Job.
And against 2 blockers.
She kind of took a different approach to it, and that's why she got that point. As Ashley will go back to the back row to serve as CC Borchers substitutes into the front row. Dug by Heitkamp. Maurer goes over in 2, and once again, Borchers.
Yeah, CC Borchers done a nice job at the net tonight for the Raiders. That's at least 2 blocks for her. I think it actually might be 3.
I have her height being on my roster as 5'8". She plays much taller than 5'8" at that middle blocker position. Hoying. There's Monin to Scott will sail long. Hannah Rotterman will check into the lineup, into the front row. She joins Hoying and Drees in the front row. Maya Maurer serving. Little mix up and nobody gets the third one. That's been rare on the Russia side that they let one drop. They've had this free ball some, but 7-6 Russia on our first National Bank scoreboard. Russia up 2-1. Maurer. Ooh, just good read there by Simone Putoff. And you know, it looks easy from the side up here. It's like, well, yeah, that's going out. But
yeah.
What they're seeing, they're not just seeing the ball, and the ball is also moving left and right and up and down.
Right.
I think people don't always realize it because you're always sitting at the side at games. And Putoff did a nice job of reading it and just got out of the way at the last minute. Maurer, there's Hoying, angle wide. And Russia, Loramie's made some runs at him, but the lead is still at 3. Not halfway through this set though yet, just 9-6.
Excuse me.
Kendall Monin serve across, close to the net. Then there's Sherman. She went up to block. And they didn't hit it there, and then she hit the second one through.
Yeah, she's on a nice roll tonight. She's like really in a nice rhythm and hitting the ball, and every place she's put it across the net, it's went in play. Gives Russia a 4-point lead here in the fourth set.
There's Hoying. There's a Raider in the net.
That's a big point for Loramie to stop that run. Start to get that 5-6 point lead. The way this match has gone tonight, it would be pretty tough to come back from. At that point, they get it back to 3.
Jada Dries, dug by Ashley Scott. Over to Sherman. And this time a Redskin in the net.
Kate Sherman continues to hit the ball with some authority.
Bailey Pullman in the front row to join Sherman and Borchers.
Kate Sherman has 17 kills for Russia here tonight.
Nice save by Heitkamp. Hit by Holster. Boy, her dinks are very effective.
Nobody saw that coming. You know, I saw a baseball pitcher throw a 54-mile-an-hour changeup the other night. I think that's what that looked like just now. It's like, whoa, where's that going? Dropped it right in there.
Ava Grudich with the serve. Chased down by Kendall Monin, Maya Monin. Pullman.
It's tough one. She's going to call for a double hit on that set right up into the net.
So 11-9. Grudich continues to serve. Looks over to Coach Rogers. And that goes into the net. Loramie has just never really got that rhythm any stretch. They just eked out the second set 25-23.
Right. And Rushia's done a nice job of giving them different looks and really making them fight for all their points.
There's Scott down the line for the point.
And the other part is they've aggressively attacked. You know, and they've had a nice 1-2 punch with Scott and Sherman up front.
Ashley Scott in the roster I have, she's only 5'7", and she's been powering a lot of kills tonight. Pullman, that won't make it. And now a 5-point lead for Rushi.
I was just going to say, you might need a timeout if you're Loramie, and one right there from Rogers.
We'll step aside. We'll return on NKTelco Sports.
For over 150 years, Cargill has been helping people be successful worldwide. Cargill has always done business responsibly and in a way that makes us proud. Whether it is educating farmers in India or providing bikes to students with perfect attendance right here at home, Cargill is helping people thrive. The Sydney plant is just one piece of a global company that provides employment for hundreds of thousands, food for the world, and support for thousands of businesses. Be a part of something great at cargill.com.
Hope you're enjoying Grand Lakes Health's presentation of NKTelco Sports. Rushi one set away from victory, and they're up by 5 in the fourth set.
Yeah, they played really well throughout the night. They've done a nice job getting themselves a nice lead here in the fourth. As we just discussed, you know, that 5-point lead, this next point's big. It gets, you know, Loramie a little closer or really widens the gap here. So a big point coming up here. Big serve by CC Borchers.
Borchers surveys the court. There's Heitkamp. Maurer all the way over Pullman, or put off. Nice save there by Borchers. Scott will hit it. Heitkamp. Maurer chases it down. There's put off. There's Kendall Monin again. Scott didn't make it over.
A good defense there by Fort Loramie to get that side out.
It's one of those Fort Loramie just survived that point.
Right.
Didn't have a real big hammer there, but sometimes you just got to get it over and wait for the other team to make a mistake. Because Grace Rose with the serve. Kendall Monin. Sherman is blocked back at her. Monin with a nice back bump set and a nice hit by Scott, but a great
We talked about it earlier. Monin does a heck of a job setting and right on cue.
Yeah.
Like you said, over the back bump set there.
But that was the libero, Kendall Monin.
I'm sorry.
Over the back bump set. Bump set's hard enough. Over the back, that's
good height
impressive.
on it, laid it out there nicely.
Holscher, and that will fall. So set there by Maurer to Holscher. She tips it to fall. Jaden put off. Fort Loramie 2-0 in the young season. They beat St. Henry and Minster fairly easy in 3 sets on both of those. There's Carly Scott, and it's blocked. You know, the other thing, Fort Loramie, the first game they played St. Henry, that was supposed to be that Coldwater spike off, where it's like 8 of the top teams in the area, if not the state.
And I think Russia was supposed to be in that as well.
I think so. So you missed out a lot of matches there that because of the regulations. And that will go long. The regulations this year, the invitationals, they're not allowed that. The regulation is you can only have 2 teams out of sight. So that is a big part of the volleyball season.
For sure.
Most teams play in 2, if not 3 invitationals. So schools are going to be scrambling to make up those games somehow. As Dries, that will be long. And the lead back to 5.
That's kind of how it's been tonight. You know, Loramie's fought to get back in each set, and Rushi's done a nice job of responding and push that lead back. And it, like you said before, it just really made them work for their points.
There's Holscher, not over.
And then a miss hit there by Loramie amplifies the situation. They're in a big spot right here, down by 6. With the match on the line, Rushi playing good volleyball.
Simone Putoff continues to serve. Heitkamp, Maurer, Dries. There's Monin to Monin. Scott blocked. There's Kendall Monin. This time it tries to trick him up. Loramie's there. Holscher and the wraparound. That was blocked by Scott, but out of bounds.
A good strong attack there by Kenzie Holscher. Gets the kill, brings Loramie back to within 5. They can't trade points anymore. They've got to score, and they've got to score now. And if you're Russia, you keep doing what you've been doing.
Kendall Monin with the dig. Maya Monin. Back set to Scott, blocked. Try again. Carly Scott. Heitkamp does a nice job of chasing it down on the Russia side. And there's a sticky ball, if you will. Monin tried to back set it, and that's a double hit. So Holscher will continue to serve, trying to get the momentum back to the Redskins. Hit across. Loramie scrambling, but not able to get it over. So back on the Russia side, they survived Holscher serving. Now Ashley Scott to serve, and Cece Borcher's in the front row, and she usually makes something happen.
She does
when she comes in there. Dig by Holscher, nobody there for the second. Russia at 20.
Big serve there by Ashley Scott, gets the ace. Haven't had a lot of those here in this 4th set. That was a big one.
20-14. Russia wants that in this set, and they get a bleeder. And Loramie's probably thinking, what can go wrong anymore? Coach Rogers will take a timeout. Gives us an opportunity to let you know NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school volleyball on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503 on next Saturday, September 5th at 2 p.m. and Sunday, September 6th at 8 p.m. The game will be available for 1 week, video on demand on NKTelco.com if you want to watch it before then. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. On our First National Bank scoreboard, you see the scores there. Loramie just 4 points away, or Russia just 4 points away from victory.
Yeah, they've really just played a very solid match here tonight. all the way throughout. We talked a little bit about the serves early on, and it's really made a big difference. When this match has been kind of on the line, or the place where Loramie was either going to catch up or Russia was going to take the lead, Russia's put some big aces out there to give themselves some separation. It was 3 or 4 points just a couple serves ago. 2 big aces by Ashley Scott. It's now 7 with them just needing 4 to take the match.
Poing with the hit, blocked. There's Borchers again.
When you got players that are stepping up, and they're stepping up in the back row and in the front, you called it just a minute ago. CC Borchers goes to the front. She's not big, but boy, she gets her hands on the ball, gets some help there from Monin too, and they get a block.
Holscher from the back row. There's Borchers with the tip. Nice save by Quinn Schultes. Hoing will hit it. There's Borchers. Monin takes it over on 2. Heitkamp again chases it down. There's Dries. Carly Scott off the blockers. They go back to Holscher. There's good volleys going on here. Borchers trips, but able to get it across. Close to the net, blocked by Borchers. Hoing, Scott, back to Scott. Off the blockers and it spins over.
Very, very good volley all the way around. That's how Rushi's night's been going right there. Get it to roll across the tape and drop. And they're just 2 points away from taking the first game here of their SCL season.
Nice save by Schultes. Holscher from the back row. She has to tip it. There's Monin with the save. Monin not able to get it on 3. So Maya Monin will go back to serve. Fort Loramie still breathing, and they need a run here, a big run, down by 8 late in the 4th set. Maya Monier, check that, Maya Maurer serving. Dig there by Chapman. They call a lift there.
Monier knew right away when she hit it. It was going to be a double hit there.
You know, it's like, you got to realize how much those setters, when you're the only setter, how much you handle the ball, and it's tough to be perfect on every one of them.
It's like being the point guard in basketball. There's a big ace from Maurer.
Maurer, the bottom dropped out of that one.
See if Loramie's got something left in the tank, they're going to have to run about 6 in a row off.
Yeah, because if they do a side out, then it's match point
right
for Rushi. Good dig by Putoff, hit across by Scott, and finds a spot. And now match point. Kate Sherman into the front row. Kendall Monin with what she hopes is the clinching match point. Treese to Maurer. Rotterman will go long. And the Russia Raiders win a big match over their rival, the Fort Loramie Redskins. You see the scores on our First National Bank scoreboard. They clinched the last one 25-17. Greg and I will be back to wrap it up here on NKTelco Sports.
Hometown Opportunity serves Mercer County, Auglaize County, Darke County, and Shelby County.
The website as a whole is pretty user-friendly. I was able to filter down my options, see what types of jobs were out there for me in the area.
It really opened up my eyes to the employer market around here.
We know that our local candidates, a lot of times are our most successful candidates because they want to come here and stay.
It's become the go-to site for anybody looking for a job in the region.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Our bankers are working hard day and night to provide the support needed right now.
Even while we're apart, we're proudly working together, with you and for you. We believe there's more, much more, to all of us than these tough times. We see acts of compassion and cooperation all around our communities, and we're proud to be a part of it. And as our family of banks come together under our Park National Bank name, we promise you, we're all in this together.
Welcome back to Grand Lakes Health presentation of NKTelco Sports. We had a nice volleyball match here in the Shelby County League, and Russia defeats the defending state runners-up in 4 sets. You see the scores on our NKTelco, our First National Bank scoreboard with our stats. Mr. Greg Burney.
Thanks, Dave. First of the visiting teams, they ended up with 39 kills on the night, led by Mackenzie Holscher with 20. Gina Dries 9, Oberning with 1, Hoying 1, Putoff 1, Rotterman 4, Maurer 2, and Rose with 1. Serving wise for Fort Loramie, bear with me, they ended up with 4 aces, 1 by Rose, 1 by Maurer, 1 by Dries, and 1 by Holscher. And then blocking, Loramie ended up with, I believe, 6 total blocks. Maurer 2, Putoff 1, Dries 1, and Holscher with 2. On the other side of the net, the home team, the winning Russia Raiders, they had 44 total kills, 17 by Kate Sherman, 15 Ashley Scott, 6 by the other Scott, I'm sorry, I've lost her name. Carly, thank you. 1 by Monin, 4 by Borchers, and 1 by Pullman. Russia also ended up with 10 aces, 4 by Ashley Scott, 1 by Putoff, 1 by Monin, 2 by Borchers, and 2 by Maya Monin. And Russia also ended with 10 blocks, 1 by Ashley Scott, 7 for CC Borchers. Wow. And 2 by Kate Sherman. So just a solid all-around performance by Russia. They came out from the gate, you know, really ready to play, and I think they caught Loramie off guard a little bit that first game, you know, and ended up winning by 7 or 8 points. And I think we all thought Loramie was going to get back in, and they did. Won the second set. I'll give Russia a lot of credit. They didn't slow up. They continued to execute. A lot of timely points. They've really got a nice, young, well-rounded team. You know, a lot of sophomores on that group, but they executed very well. We talked about it earlier, when you can serve, receive, and get the ball to your setter. They did a nice job, and then they got some big aces down the stretch when they needed it, and protected home court very well. Congratulations to Coach Watkins, get the big win.
Russia goes to 2-1 overall and 1-0 in the Shelby County League, where Fort Loramie falls to 2-1 on the season, 0-1 in the Shelby County League. Greg, let's talk about our player of the game, brought to you by NKTelco. It'll go to senior Ashley Scott.
Yeah, really could have went to a multitude of people, but she really set the table at the beginning, and the tone, I should say. The first set had 6 or 7 kills in that very first set. Ended up with 4 aces as well. Did a very good job all the way throughout. As we mentioned, there were 3 or 4 people that probably could have got it for Russia. We give it to Ashley Scott here tonight. Congratulations to Ashley.
And congratulations to the Russia Raiders, a big Shelby County League win over their rival, the Fort Loramie Redskins. Our crew here at NKTelco Sports tonight, our director Bryce Hamrick, on camera Jacob Johns, for my partner Greg Burning, I'm Dave Kanapke. Thanks for watching on NKTelco Sports.